Here's one of my soapboxes. Ban letters of warning. Yes, ban them. Seriously. Stop using letters of warning. I'm on a mission to end what I believe genuinely is one of the most ineffective, outdated, and frankly, weak ways of managing people, but it still exists in business today. Be honest with yourself for a second. If you received a letter of warning, would you feel motivated to work harder, smarter, better? Well, of course not. Fear doesn't create commitment. At best, it creates compliance. At worst, disengagement, resentment, and quiet sabotage. Nobody does their best work with an axe hanging on the back of their neck. So how do we break this habit? Because it's deeply entrenched and it starts way earlier than you think. It starts with hiring. Most organizations massively underestimate how strategic hiring needs to be. CVs get filtered on autopilot, shortlists get rushed, and there's this unspoken assumption that from the final 3 candidates, somebody has to get the job. So stop. Just stop. Have you actually thought through the attitude, the capability, the values, and the cultural fit that you need? And when someone does come on board, are your expectations crystal clear from day one, including what happens if those expectations are not met? Here's the harder truth, though. A letter of warning is almost always a symptom, not a solution. It's a signal that something broke down much earlier. Unclear expectations, not enough support, poor leadership, or conversations that kept getting avoided. So before you reach for a formal warning, ask yourself, does this person need clarity, training, feedback, guidance? And the really uncomfortable one, who are you being as a leader that this person isn't delivering? Your job isn't control, it's growth. Are you actually creating the conditions where people can succeed? Oh yes, sometimes people just don't rise to the challenge, and there's a fair and respectful process for that. But most people want to contribute. I believe that most people want to do good work. It's on us as leaders to make that possible. So before you go, here are the questions I want you to sit with. When someone isn't delivering, do you default straight to control? Or do you first look at clarity, support, and your own leadership? What systems or habits in your organization are quietly replacing real conversation with compliance? And what is that actually costing you in trust and engagement? And if your effectiveness as a leader were measured purely by the growth of your people, what would need to change tomorrow? If those questions are hitting somewhere real, come and find me at yvonnejohnston.co.za. I'd love to help you work through it. In the end, always lead intentionally.